Hello, everybody, and my name is Jake, and I just got into reading. I know a lot of people have got into reading, but I have a wonderful woman in my life who got me into reading. So I've read 5 books. No, 6 books in the last month. No, take that back. 5 months because one was at the end of May, and it's currently June. But 5 books this month. But the books I want to talk about today are Mistborn series by Brandon Sanderson because these are the first ones I read after the book in May and The Hobbit and Fellowship, but we'll get into that later. I want to talk just solely on Mistborn because this is a great trilogy, fellows and fellas. It's a great trilogy. I'm gonna go with the Goodreads ratings. So each one, out of 5 stars. I wish they do half stars because there's some I want to give half stars, but on here I'm gonna give them half stars. So the first book, I rated it a 4 out of 5. I thought it was a good starting point. Spoilers, I'm gonna do spoilers in here. I hate they killed Kelsier because he was my G. Loved morally wild, but he was awesome. Second book, I gave a 4.5 because the last 150 pages kicked ass. And it's a lot of politics in that one. A lot of people don't like that. It didn't bother me. I read The Hobbits meeting Tom Bombadil a few times, so it's alright. And then the third book was just overall amazing. I rated it 5 out of 5 stars. And overall, as a series or a trilogy, I'd give it out of 10. I'd give it about 8.5, maybe a little higher, 8.6, 8.7, something like that. But I wanted to talk about some points that these books caused my body to physically react to. I've never had a book give me goosebumps, but the second and third one did. And I'm going to talk about the points that they did. Now, to preface this, a lot of stuff doesn't give me goosebumps, but a lot of stuff does. I grew up with the Lord of the Rings movies. I have tattoos. I got the Leaf of Lorien here. Recently saw Two Towers and Return of the King extended in theaters. Cried like a baby. I'm not ashamed to admit it. But the greatest scene ever filmed, in my opinion, movie-wise, is the Ride of the Rohirrim, hands down. So any battle sequence or battle scene or good speech, I'm gonna get chills from. And the second book, Will of Ascension, when Sazed, and that's how I pronounce it in my head, so whatever. When he gets all pumped up buff fighting the Kolos, the big blue dudes, and he's just the people are looking at him like, what do we do? You're the guy. He's just like, we fight. And then I was like, yeah, that's my shit. And then the third book, Ellen's speech before he runs out and fights the Kalos, and he finds out that everyone is it was Atium, the metal that makes you see into the future. That one, everyone is an allomancer to that now, so they're using all of it, and he's just in the end they shall kill us, but first they shall fear us. That shit got my blood pumping. It was good. So that's why I like it. And Sazed also being the hero of ages, a twist I didn't see coming. I grew up as a kid watching the original Las Vegas CSI and trying to figure out stuff. And I thought I had it. I thought Vin was the hero the whole time, just like everybody else. But no. Sazed was like, oh, this is this and that and this. And it's I'm the hero of ages. And then he just becomes a deity and makes his own afterlife for everybody. Or if it was an afterlife and he rules over it now, it's just, there's a lot of deep lore in this whole Cosmere adventure that I'm going to start going on. But right now, I'm taking a little break from Brandon Sanderson. I'm reading Lies of Locke Lamora right now, and I'm really liking it. It's a banger so far. I'm only 300 something pages into it. We'll get to that later, though. That's when I finish it, then I'll do a review on that. But as far as right now, I'll bump it to an 8.6 out of 10. I think 8.6 out of 10 is good for this. It's good. And I'm very excited once I get around to actually buying the books and reading them. But the Stormlight Archive, a lot of people say Way of Kings and Words of Radiance are banging. So I'm excited for that too. But anyway, that's my little 2 cents, 5 minutes on Mistborn and the Trilogy by Brandon Sanderson. My dog back there, Sophia, probably perked up thinking like, what the heck is this dude talking about so much? What you doing, Sophia? She's a sweet pup. And I'm probably going to give her a treat here in a bit. So leave a like if you want to give Sophia a treat. Deuces.